Hello, let's look at some more Gukesh games. We are now in end of 2019. I didn't find so many games here, and this is actually the last game we're going to look at before COVID, because after this one he basically didn't play anything for 2.5 years because of COVID, so chess tournament was just down. But he must have practiced a lot at home, because you see here he's 25-20, and it might be so that after COVID he's the second best player in the world after Magnus. He's like doing amazing results here, 2022 to 2024. Amazing results in games here. So he's playing experienced player here, Zvjaginsev, but he's of course quite a bit older. He's probably, I would guess he's 50 already, so he's on his way down here. So, but I think Gukesh win in a very nice way here in the end game, and they are playing the FIDE Grand Swiss. So if he would win this one, he would qualify for the candidates. But as we know, he didn't do that this time around, and not the next one either. I think, and then after that he qualifies and wins the candidates. So he's playing white, Zvjaginsev playing the Pirk. It's known as a little bit of a dangerous opening here. The computer likes maybe f3 a bit better than queen e2, or both are fine. Both are actually fine. So let's see what happens. This one f6 looks, it looks wrong. Ben Feingold has said that you should never move the f-pawn, but Zvjaginsev is probably not a Ben Feingold sub, because then he would know that he played a bad move here. So let's see what happens. And here, interestingly, to me it looked like e5. e5 was the move because it's pinned here, putting some pressure. So apparently white should take, and then either take with the knight or this, because this queen trade is apparently fine for white. Bishop here, winning the rook. And apparently you can't defend this one, so correct. Just go out and leave this rook. What about this then? Okay, you can take here, so you can't really defend. What about moving the king then? Yeah, whatever. This black is a rook down for some checks, so it's, yeah. Zvjaginsev didn't do that. He played f5 instead. So white is of course already winning here, because Zvjaginsev failed opening. He's just a very weird player. He played some game that was quite famous, and he's also famous because he used to play this as white against the Sicilian. They're like the worst, probably like worst move all here. Like this, he always used to play this. Like no idea, used to get out of theory. So it's a little bit of a joker, this Zvjaginsev. So let's look at the game, how it continued. So f5 was played. Take here was also good, apparently. Yeah, you can almost win a piece here. Let's look at that. This is winning a piece. No, it's not, because you can go here. Like if you go back, of course, this is winning a piece. But you can go here. Okay, and he takes here in between. Interesting stuff. Yeah, it's winning a piece for white here. That means that Zvjaginsev would probably take with a pawn then. Yeah, white is dominating here. Okay, but he played h3 first, that's also fine. And here he could have taken. d5 is also fine. Now interestingly he does this one, it's still being pinned. That looks right. Okay, so it's logical to go here. This setup is reminding me of Leningrad Dutch. This setup. But the computer didn't like it. The computer liked to go here. Losing a pawn apparently. Yeah, it looks good for white. Let's see what's the problem with knight f7 then. Okay, you can maybe get weak pawns. You can't take with the bishop because g5 and winning piece, and if you take like this, then this is a problem apparently. Yeah, he got this bishop is shut out of the game. Black is winning because this bishop is just, it's horrible, can't do anything really. Okay, but he did something else. He took and then he played g6. Of course, if you can't take back, then it's just sign that things are going bad here. But it will actually be quite an even game for quite a long. Actually, it will be quite an interesting game for a long time. But he finishes it off in a very nice way, in my opinion. But of course, computer likes white here a lot. It's pawn up, a better position. Bishop pair is nothing really for black right now because, yeah. No, it's because the position is relatively closed here, so. But I choose this game because I think he plays an interesting thing here quite soon. So it's a past pawn here, so of course winning for white, but the way he does it is nice. Strange that he doesn't take here, winning back the pawn. Okay, yeah, this bishop doesn't have any good square really. He can go in here apparently. Okay, it's hard for black to defend b6, has to do something like this. White is active and this pawn is dangerous, but I'm still. It's a bit surprising that white is completely winning here. It's even material, but I guess black's pieces are just out of play. Like this, it doesn't look that bad for black. It's defended here, but he finishes off nicely here. So I'm a fan of this move here. That's why I choose the game. Of course, it looks like everything is winning, but he's sacking the exchange here to get two passers, and he Zvjaginsev is just completely dominated here. So he's not taking no hurry here either, just to advance the pawns. So what a complete humiliation against such a, and it's also a Russian. Russians used to be quite good at position play, but he was here, he was completely outplaying Zvjaginsev. So I liked this game a lot. As you can see here, if you read here at the top, I've chosen like 10 more games here, but all the games will be from this is after the pandemic, because there is just a completely new player. Like, of course, this was impressive, even if Zvjaginsev played a bad opening here, but still, like, we have looked at a lot of games there where he loses, but he almost wins every game after this. So it's very, very good games here that we can look forward to.